Hello students. So in the previous chapter, that was the natural resources. We had completed that chapter, and with this we came to know about the natural resources, that there are different resources that we get from the nature. These are the gifts from the nature that we get it from them, and it is very essential for the survival. It is very essential for the proper growth and the development of the plants and the animals. So we are totally dependent upon the abiotic component. We are totally dependent upon the nature, and the way we are destroying the nature, it should be removed, it should be prevented, because it is the nature only which helps us, which makes us to live easily, to get the resource easily and to survive properly. Okay, so air is there, soil is there, and that of the water is there. They are very essential part. And not only the students, even we living organisms, we are performing a different kind of a cycle. We get different type of a nutrients from these abiotic component itself. So abiotic component directly or indirectly influences us. Okay, it is having very great impact on the living organism. It helps the living organism to work properly, to stay healthy, okay, as well as to survive. Okay, so this is what this was about, that of the natural resources, in which we have discussed the biogeochemical cycle, that how oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and that of the water, they used to go from the biotic to the abiotic component and finally come back to the biotic to the abiotic. So this cycle continuously goes on. Now today we will start with the new chapter, and the chapter is why do we fall in? Okay, why do we fall in? The chapter name is why do we fall in? It is a kind of a question it is asking, that why do we fall in? We are having a body and we should take care of it, but there is certain reason, there is certain problems, because of that a person is not fit. Okay, the person is not healthy. Okay, and that is why the question asks that. And if we are not healthy student, at that time we will say that we are unhealthy, we are ill. Okay, and here in this chapter we will try to understand that what are the different reasons because of that we are not able to survive properly, we are not able to live healthy. Okay, so what are the different contexts, student, that we have to study? The first thing is about the health. We have to understand the health, then the factors which affect the health, then disease also, human disease. Now disease is there, but what kind of a disease? Okay, so the types of disease. So disease is there, different types of disease. Now the question is that what is the cause of the disease? So causes of disease. As well as the means of a transfer of the disease from one person to the another. So we can say that means of spread. Means of spread of infectious agent, okay, infectious agent. Then now means of the spread of the infectious disease, as well as what are the symptoms. Okay, a person now suffering from the disease, but how can you say that person is having this particular type of a disease or is suffering from that particular type of a disease? So symptoms of the disease. Symptoms of the disease. Now, not only this, students. Now, the person is suffering from the diseases. Symptom is there. Now, how can you treat it? So, the treatment of the disease. Okay. So, what are the different principles of treatment. Okay, principle of treatment. Then the principle of prevention. Treatment is there, and how can you prevent this disease? So principle of the prevention. So these are the different points, students, that we have to study in this chapter. That what is health, what do you understand by the health, then the factors which affect our health, then disease is there. Different types of a human disease are there, students. So different types of a human disease. Then disease is there. What kind of a disease is there? The types of a disease, and what are the different causes because of that a person suffering from disease. And finally, you see that what are the means? Who is responsible? Why the person is suffering from the disease? It is because of the agent. It is because of the infectious agent. They are responsible. They used to move from one person to the other person. So they used to carry the disease from the one person, from the infected person to the healthy person, and the healthy person will also get affected. So, means of the spread of the infectious disease. What are the means by which this infectious agent get transferred? Then symptoms of the disease. Now a person is having this disease. So how can you identify? By looking at the symptoms. The symptoms tell what kind of a disease a person is suffering from. And what are the principles of the treatment? And finally, the principle of the prevention. Okay. Now let us start with the first one, student, and that is health. Okay. Then we will undergo the different types of the different content also, different points. Now let us try to understand about the health. When we talk about health, what does that mean, students? I am saying continuously that why do we fall ill? What does that mean? That why a person becomes unhealthy? A person should remain healthy. So if I am saying that a person should be healthy or a health, what does that mean, student? Is it that person his body sounds good and his body is working properly? Is that the definition of a healthy person, student? No. It is not only about your physical body, okay, but your mental health, your social health, how social you are. These all are also very important for making a person a healthy person. So it is not restricted, the health of the person is not restricted to the physical health only, student, but mentally how the person is healthier, how socially healthy he is also defines the health of a person. Now we can define that health is not, it is restricted, or it is not merely we talk about the person should be free from the disease, because we know that the disease basically affect the physical body, the physical health of a person. So we can write it. It is not merely restricted. It is not merely restricted to the physical health, or not restricted to the physical health, or it is not merely restricted to the disease-free person, but here we are talking about the overall thing of the person. Okay, so we can write it that health is what? Health, it involves the physical, the mental, and social fitness. Social. How much a person is physically strong, mentally strong, and how socially he is will also define their health. Okay, so on the basis health, it involves all these things. So when we talk about the definition, students, that the state of well-being of the physical, mental process and the social process, that is known as the health of a person. Okay, we can define it. of being well to function properly state of being well to function well enough to function well enough to function well enough to function well physically, mentally and socially. Physically, mentally and socially. That is what, that is the health. Okay. So, health basically tells that how sounds, how your body sounds, how good it is, how you are free from the disease. The second thing, how you are able to hold the stress or the strain, as well as how you hold the certain social and moral values will tell that how healthy you are. If you are disease free, it means you are physically fit. If you are mentally free, you are not having a kind of a stress, you are able to hold, you are able to handle the stress and the strain that come into your life, you are mentally fit. And if you are having certain moral values, then you are socially fit. Then only you are said to be a healthy person. Then you are overall fit, physically, mentally and socially. So when we talk about the physically, mentally, let us write each and everything, students. So see, physically fit. Disease-free body. Sound of the body. Sound of the body, good sound of the body means your body is working well, your body is working properly. That is the physically fit person. If we talk about the mentally fit students, then how mentally fit you are. So, able to handle stress, able to handle strain, makes you a mentally healthy person. And if we talk about a socially fit person, students, so socially fit, it means able to hold certain values. Moral values are there, ethical values are there, students, to hold certain moral values will make a person overall fit, make a person socially fit. When the person is fit, then when the person is overall fit student, only then we call such kind of a person as a healthy person. When will be a person will be healthy? When he is physically, mentally and socially fit. Okay, so on that basis we had defined this definition, students, in which we say that it is a state of being well when a person bodies work properly, is able to function well physically, mentally and socially. Only then we will say that person is the healthy person. It is not only about the physical fitness, that though you are disease free will not going to define the health of a person. Now not only this, students, okay, we will say that a person health depends upon that how physically fit he are, how mentally fit he are, how socially fit he are. So there must be some factors. Because of that we can say that the person is now not fit, okay, or he or she is unfit, right? So there are some factors which are responsible for the failure of the health or the health failure, okay, or which affect the health of a person. What are the factors, students? Let us discuss that. You can see health of a person. Now, what are the factors which affect the health of a person, students? So you see, there are 4 factors which affect the health. Let us discuss one by one each of them. See, physical environment is there, your social environment is there, lack of nutritious food as well as aging. These are the different factors which are responsible, which will affect the health of a person. Let us discuss the first one, students. The first one is the physical environment. Physical environment. Physical environment, you see, we live in a place. If we are throwing the things outside, if we are throwing the garbage, if an open stagnant is there, if the dustbins are open, students, so what will happen? It will make our surrounding dirty. It will make our surrounding unhygienic, and we will not able to live there, because that unhygienic and the dirty will make the growth, will causes the growth of the different types of diseases. Okay, so different type of a microorganism will grow and will cause the disease. So we should live in a healthy and that of a hygienic place, and we should keep our surrounding hygienic. We should keep our surrounding clean. Okay, so if the physical student, it is talking about the outside. Okay, so if we are keeping our outside, if we are keeping our surrounding dirty, ultimately it will lead to the disease. Okay, it will lead to the growth of the microorganism. You have seen, students, that there are places where the people, they used to throw the garbage outside. It will looks very dirty, as well as not only this, but it will be a good place for the breeding of the mosquitoes and the breeding of the flies, and these flies will comes to your food also, comes to your body also, will spread the disease from the infected to a healthy person. So you can understand by this that we should must live in a healthy and a hygienic condition by keeping our surrounding clean. Okay, so we can write it that the environment in which we are living, the environment in which we are living must be clean and hygienic. Clean and hygienic. Okay, so the environment in which we are living must be clean, must be hygienic. And if suppose it is dirty, student, if it is unhygienic, then what will happen? If it is dirty and unhygienic, then it will make the growth of the microorganisms, and finally led to the different kind of a disease to the person living in that particular environment. Okay, and led to the disease. Okay, so our physical environment plays a very important. Now, not only this student, what are the different things that we used to do? Open sewage system. Open sewage system is there, student. System. Sewage system. Stagnant water. Stagnant water. What is the meaning of a stagnant water? The water which is not flowing. Okay, which is kept at a place for a more period of a time. You know that it will cause a kind of a disease like chikungunya or malaria. Okay, so this will be the stagnant water will be a good place for the breeding of the mosquitoes, and finally this mosquitoes will cause the different kind of dangerous diseases to us. Okay, so sewage system, open sewage system. system, stagnant water, open garbage throwing. Will crush the beauty of our environment. It crushed the beauty of our surrounding and degrade the health of a person. Okay, so we can write it. Crush the beauty of our surrounding and degrade the health. Okay, so this one is about that of the physical environment, student. Our physical environment should be good, it should be healthy, it should be unhygienic, it should be free from dirt. Okay, so if it will be like that, then we will be disease free and there will be and we will be healthy, physically we will be fit. Now the second one is the social environment, students. So we talk about the physical environment, now you see social environment. Social environment. If we talk about the social environment, students, so socially the person should be fit. Okay, like if suppose you are physically fit, but you are not talking to others, you are not looking at what is happening in your surrounding, you are not socially active, then what will happen? It will makes you introvert. And being introvert will cause the mental health to you. Okay, you becomes a mentally unhealthy, right? Because you are not able to tell your problems to your elders, you are not playing with your friends, so somehow you are not socially active, you are not social with the society, with the people living in the surrounding, so it will makes you unhealthy, it will gives you stress. Okay, so we should be, if we talk about the social fit person, so a social fit person most probably will be the mentally fit also student, because the person will be able to tell his problems, can share his views and can talk to the others, will make him to release his stress. Okay, so it will help in holding the values, it will help in holding the stress that he is facing in his life. Okay, so we can say that socially fit person also help in keeping the person to be mentally healthy. So we can write it, a good social environment, a good social environment. You can understand, if we are not simply talking about the social environment, it is that of the environment in which you are living. It means in which we are not talking about your neighbors and all. It is about where you are working, where you are studying, all the environment, your office environment. So how it is, how you are behaving, how you are socially fit there will help you to give in releasing your stress also. So a good social environment gives a good mental health. So a good social environment help in giving the good mental health. Okay, now if suppose you are living in isolation, that will makes you introvert. Okay, so we can write it, if you are in isolation, it will makes you ill mentally, or we can say that it will affect your mental health. Okay. So if you are in isolation, it will makes you ill, it will makes you mentally unhealthy. So better you should share your problem, you should sit with the elders, share the experiences of them, share your problems with them, because somehow they will help in solving the problem that you are facing in your life. Not only the student, you should be very good with your peer group, with your friends, spend time with your friends, because it will help in releasing the stress. It will help in sharing the different your views, your problems to your friends also. So somehow all these things, being interactive, interacting with your surrounding, with the people around you, will help you to make you a socially fit or a mentally fit person. Now the next one is okay, we talk about the physical environment, we talk about the social environment, that how a person should be socially fit, how a person should be, must be physically fit. Okay, so our physical environment help in making us a physically fit person, and our social environment will affect our mental health. Okay, so if our social environment is good, will gives a good mental health to us. If our physical environment is good, will gives us a physical fitness. But not only this, student, lack of nutritious food will also makes you unhealthy. So third one is lack of nutritious food. Lack of nutritious food. Now, taking a good quality of the food, especially you see the nutrient, the food, if we are talking about the good quality, it does not mean that you should take a costly food. Okay, I am saying that the food which consisting of the all kind of an ingredient, which gives you proper amount of a nutrition to you, that kind of a food, that nutritious food, that is a good quality of food, and you should consume such kind of a food. Why is this, so students? If you are taking a proper amount of nutrient, if you are taking balanced diet food, then ultimately it will help you to make your body physically fit. Okay, it will help you your body to make disease free. You know that if you are not consuming proper amount of a nutrition, it will cause a diseases like that of a deficiency diseases also. So it is not about that you are consuming the costly food like a pizza or a patties, but the food which is required, which is sufficient to complete the balanced diet, which is sufficient to give all the components of the food like the carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamin, minerals, and that of the roughage and water. So all these components of the food should be there in your food item, and that makes the food a nutritious food. Okay, so we can write it that good quality of a food, good quality and nutritious food very essential or very necessary for us. Okay, for the growth or for the proper growth and development, for proper growth or development, or for making a person okay, so essential for making a person healthy. Now when we talk about the good quality of the food, student, we are talking about the ingredients which is present in that particular food. So good quality means all the types of ingredient present in food, making it nutritious. Okay, so all the different kind of a food which make it nutritious. So you see student, if suppose you take a food which consisting of all the different kind of a nutrient, it will makes you physically fit, it will makes you disease free, and a healthy, if a person is there, then it makes your mind also healthy. It is interrelated with each other. Okay, so somehow you can say that nutritious food consisting of the all nutrients in it, we should eat it. It's not about the costly food that you used to go and eat in the mall and all, but the food which is basic, which consisting of the different type of a nutrient which is having the food value, such kind of a food we should eat it. And if there is a lack of the nutritious food, then ultimately it will makes you a physically unfit person. Okay, so it is a factor which also affect the